dream crypt opened to abyssal stars, and the spiral moon turned above like an eye made of time. Teylek sat chained at the edge of the woven platform, black steel restraints binding his limbs, but not his thoughts. The city around him whispered through spider thread and memory fungi, watching as he slipped into stillness, his metal body humming faintly in time with the dream crypt's heartbeat. And then, the world inverted. He stood in a place with no gravity, no sky, only a great marble void, coiled in layers like an unfurling hourglass. Pillars rose like broken clock hands. The air was made of memory and consequence. 3 forms awaited him. The divine machine, its plates unfolding in fractal symmetry, face a perfect mask of function. Limbs of glowing brass clicked and locked in mechanical calm. The goddess Vey'Zoril, clad in radiant war plate, her eyes molten with righteous fury. Her blade dripped the light of judgment, its edge honed by conviction. And Xaros, grinning like a secret, coiled in shadow in scripture. His voice folded around thought, his eyes bottomless spirals. He was already inside the conversation, and now, joining them, came a fourth. A robed figure of impossible stillness, his cloak dusted with star sand, his staff a spindle of ancient wood. Voron, the timekeeper. His voice was calm as the void. Teylek Ashenclad. The spiral turns again, and the watchers assemble. Vey'Zoril stepped forward, firelight dancing off her pauldrons. "You believed yourself mine," she said. "You wore my symbol. You invoked my name, but you were never called." Her voice was not wrathful, it was disappointed. "You did not fail me. You failed yourself. You mistook imitation for truth. Shadow for fire." Teylek bowed his head slightly. "Then I was deceived." Her jaw clenched. "You deceived yourself." She turned, her blade lowering. "But had you seen clearly? Had you truly walked the light?" A pause. She glanced back. "You might have been worthy." Teylek said nothing. Then the machine spoke, its voice layered in harmonic monotony. "Anomaly persists. Input was corrupted. Sequence destabilized. Moral function divergent." Teylek raised his eyes. "Because I asked questions. You offered purpose, not understanding. I chose knowing." And then Xaros laughed. "Oh, he chose, yes, with teeth and ink and thought. And now what does he do? He whispers me in silken halls. He names me beneath a city that once bound dreams in jars." He leaned closer, all mouth and suggestion. "You've told her. You've told the widow. My sweet buried memory, my almost bride." Teylek didn't look away. "She deserved to know." Xaros grinned wider. "Of course she did." Then Voron raised his staff, and silence spread like ink in still water. "Enough!" All eyes turned to him. Even Xaros quieted, folding his grin like a bookmark. Voron's eyes were galaxies slowed to breath. "This is not a trial. This is a reckoning, and a divergence." He stepped to Teylek and held out a small object. A spiral locket, its face impossibly detailed. It spun slowly in his palm. "When you open this, if you do, you will see the thread you left and the one you could still claim." He glanced at Vey'Zoril. "She has not abandoned you." "Not entirely." He turned to Xaros. "Nor has he." And to the machine. "Even this one still considers your return, though only through correction." And finally to Teylek, "Time watches, but it does not bind. You are unanchored, yes, but not lost." Teylek reached forward and took the locket. It was cold. And then the world cracked. He awoke beneath the spiral moon, chained, but in his palm the locket remained, real, heavy, waiting. And beneath the platform, deep in the abyssal city, something stirred in the webs.